Choppers. It's a beautiful riding day actually. But we're not gonna do that today because we're gonna skip riding. We're gonna go back to work with the old grind. And from our last vlog, we introduced to you Daryl Mills of UK, and we showed you the Cafe Racer of the CB400 that we did for him that was shipped to Qatar. And we would like to show a little bit more of what we did with that bike, because there's like so much designs or so much intricate parts that we did, like the wood handlebars, the wood pegs and everything that has the signature of Laguna Choppers. Actually, that's something that we usually do here in the shop, and I'm gonna take you there so that you can see more of what we did, like special tanks, special badges, special license plate with a little bit of kind of a trick, so that some of you may probably even get some inspiration or probably get some ideas from what we're doing here at Laguna Choppers. Come on inside. Okay, so I'm gonna invite you inside the shop, and so that you could see some of the work that we've done with the Cafe Racer that we sent to Qatar.
And this won second place, right? Or first?
No, it was champion.
Oh, champion.
The first place. And here
Vintage.
The guys, yeah.
Here's a shot.
Right here at the late machine section, and I just wanted to share this with you. This is like one of my favorite ideas. That's kind of a signature for Laguna Choppers. And see, this is a bottom part made out of wood.
For the Speedo. So it's a housing.
That's a housing for Speedo.
Wow.
This is what we did. Just like for the Cafe Racer of Daryl. And like I said, if you're doing a project, you know, there's like so much possibilities that you could put on your bike. And we did like a special tank for Daryl. Actually, it's an original tank, but we did some special paint on it. We did some logos, some badge. And actually, the tricky, actually he asked us to did a license plate holder, which does pop up whenever he needs it. All he has to do is just push the side and it will pop out, because in Qatar it's not allowed to have a license plate on the side. So that's what we did there. So, and another thing is we kind of souped up or did a port and polish with the block. So I'm gonna take you to Russell, and he's doing the port and polishing right here. So if you guys wanted to add some more, you know, horsepower on your project, but this is something that you really have to learn first before you do it on your own. But
all right.
And it takes like a lot of time
And practice.
to do port and polishing, because you have to stick and you have to have die grinder to get inside,
Smoothing it all out.
smoothing all out, you know, do a lot of polishing and all, grinding and stuff. And it's gonna be, this hole here is gonna be a lot bigger than what it used to be right now. This is an original carport, and the gasoline goes inside. So we're gonna, Russell actually is gonna make this larger, and it's gonna smoothen it up so that, you know, the fuel will get in smoothly.
Smoother.
And more
More
fuel,
of it, yeah.
So more horsepower and stuff. So yeah,
More fuel, more power.
so don't ever complain if your bike, you know, consumes like a lot of fuel, because that's how it goes fast, right?
That's how it goes fast, and we like going fast.
Oh yeah. And okay, so another thing that we did for Daryl is actually you know, the pipe. It's a special pipe. It's handcrafted. It's that they call it a shorty.
Shorty.
Kind of short. You'll see it on photos and everything, and so it's all handcrafted right here. So this guy's my where's Roger? Okay, these guys are doing a lot of handcrafting. So we did Nico here. He does a lot of metalworks, and so far this is a battery case for a chopper, and there's a cover. So everything is done, you know, from scratch to screeches. There you go. That's how we roll here.
That's a battery
Yeah.
case basically.
Battery case.
And so that's the cover.
Yeah, this is the cover.
Make it look nice and
And
clean.
you see the weld there?
Yeah.
You have to make it really nice and tight and clean, so that when you put it right there, I mean, nobody's gonna complain that it's gonna be kind of messy. So
Epic.
great. So, and now, I mean, to finish that up, we placed this is just like a sample of the tires that we use. This is another project that we did. This is somewhat looking like the Cafe Racer that we did for Daryl. It's got like the vintage tread, but this is a new tire. It has like the old tread. You can get it, Firestone and stuff, other brands. So make it look very classic.
Yeah, I love it.
It's like wearing an old school shoes. But for you guys, the millennials, the chill kind of type, right? But for our old school, we call it the cool tires. And this is how we do it, right? There you go. We also actually do our own seat. And
Seat pan and the cowl.
Seat pan and the cowl. So when you do it, you kind of go with the flow of the tank, check out the symmetry and all. So you gotta have something that blends in with how the tank looks like, and how the shape goes about, and you have to bring it to the back. So somehow it looks something like a back of the tank that went to the back, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it. And most of our leather stuff is done by a friend of ours. His name is John Perez, and he's one of the best guys who can do a lot of tricks with leather stuff and all. And yeah, those are the stuff that you have to remember. Do the plan like what we did with Daryl, and try to think about everything that you're gonna do. I mean, don't start your project without having like the master plan, because otherwise, if you're gonna make mistakes along the way, you're gonna have to redo it all over again. I mean, it takes like a lot of time, a lot of money to build a bike, and you don't want to make that, don't want to make a mistake. So
Do it once and do it right.
yeah, do it once, do it right, and then okay. Aesthetically, I mean, that's gonna be the easy part, because you're just gonna have to paint it and all. But make it mechanically sound. Make it, the brake should be done well, excellent, in excellent condition, so that when you use it, I mean, it's very easy to do the aesthetics. I mean, you don't want to have a really nice looking bike that doesn't run, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, and well, if you want to learn more about that, so try to follow us on Instagram and YouTube. Subscribe, like us on Facebook, and we're gonna be here. You're gonna be seeing a lot of projects, your favorite Cafe Racers, Scramblers, Choppers, vintage Vespas, BMWs. That's how we roll here at Laguna Choppers, from scratch to screeches.
Yeah.
Rock and roll.